Hello everyone, I just wanted to do a quick update on this before anyone gets too far ahead. I've been doing some testing and you guys might want to go out and do your own testing too, because this is by no means the final working stove, but you have to go to video 1 to see exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe on some of the changes I made on this video. I'll call this video 2. First off, you want to do this in well ventilated areas, of course, because it has a galvanizing compound on it that you want to burn this really hot to try to get as much of that as you can off. But burn as much as you can. You don't want to breathe in any of the galvanized fumes. One thing I did notice, some of these boxes have this little hump right there where you put a screw, and others have the whole bottom's flat. Try to get the flat ones. These will still work, but the flat ones are just easier because that hump don't get in your way. The one that goes inside like this too has a hump, and they also make a flat one. I think it depends where you buy them. That's one thing I did learn. Another thing you can do, in video 1 I put a 3x3 piece of expanded metal in the bottom here. You can put more, and I've been going with 3 layers of expanded metal just in the bottom, and that raises this up a little bit to block off. I'll show you a side view, but the higher you raise this, the less air can get into this inside burn chamber. See how I'm raising that up to almost where there's nothing. I've been doing this on windy days, so you can adjust it according to the wind. Right now you can see I barely have an air vent. It's up high enough to where there isn't much of an air vent. Another thing, this top plate in video 1, I had it flip one upside down. It's easier with your pan to flip it the opposite way I had in video 1. So go to video 1. And I also had 4 screws in each corner. You only need the 2 fixed screws, and it's plenty sturdy enough. What also works better is to install, I used just a can of corn, and I cut off, I can't remember, I think it's maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches high right here, so it still fits down inside this, so you can close everything up to put in your compartment. But so far this stove here is working the best, and I just wanted to update it before I do another video with actual wood and actual burn. There's down inside the flat, the bottom of this one, the center don't knock out, which I think it works a little better because I think that my problem was I'm getting too much air coming in, and it didn't work very well without this soup can that I had installed. And you could maybe find something at the hardware store that would work good. I think it's probably about a 2.5 inch diameter. It's a little bigger than the actual hole in the top plate, but those are the updates I wanted to let you know about. If anyone out there can come up with, it only costs $8 to buy all these parts, so go buy some parts and look around at the hardware store, see what you can come up with. Maybe someone can come up with a stove that works better. I'm going to light this up and show everyone how it works. I got it working pretty good, so It's kind of interesting. I'm going to try to do a test burn here and fit it into this video. If anyone has any other ideas, go out and spend $8 and buy the parts and fool around with it a little bit. That's what I've been doing, and this is the best way I've come up with making the stove work so far. What I did is I just went out and got sticks, some dry wood out in the woods, broke them off into small pieces, and I packed her full. I stuck just a little piece of paper towel in there, and I'll light that now. Of course, get some real dry wood if you can to get going. Once this gets going and you go through one batch of wood, you can let it burn down to practically nothing and stick some bigger diameter sticks in there, and they'll light right up again because it gets so hot inside this box. Doesn't take much to light up the bigger twigs. Yeah, I had to stick another paper towel in to get it going. There it is burning. I'm going to check the time here. It's 10 till the hour, so we'll kind of see how long one batch of wood goes. Of course, if you put the pan on it, it slows it down a bit. Still smokes a bit, but once it gets down and heats up this box, it burns more of the smoke and burns a little more efficient the second time you run a batch through. I'll just shut up and watch it for a bit. Okay, I'm going to shut her down for a little bit. Don't want you to get too bored, but watching the fire, even though it is kind of peaceful. After about 10 minutes that went out, I had some really dry wood in there, so it went pretty quick. I threw another handful of hickory chips so it's smoking. It smells good. And I threw a couple more bigger sticks in there. We'll see how it takes off. Hey, it took a good 5 minutes, and the hickory chips finally started up. Of course, your hardwood will burn a lot longer than this. I was using this real dry twigs here. You can see how dry it is. It just breaks real easy. break it into small pieces. It burns real good, but it burns fast. Quit smoking now, so it is gasifying, burning the smoke. When the wind blows, it starts smoking again, but if it stays calm, that upper chamber gets real hot. It starts burning up the smoke. Burns a lot more efficient. Well, that's pretty much it, folks. This ain't the final stove. If anyone has any better ideas, I'm welcome for suggestions. I've been fooling around with this for quite a few days now, and that's the best I could get it to work so far. It's a neat little stove. Thanks for watching.